Okay, so hi. It's been, I think, a week. I'm not really sure. It's been a very long week for me. Yeah, because I'm a working mom. Um, yeah, so very, very tough week. Not only trying to adjust with the meds, but trying to adjust with work. That's always an adventure in itself. Um, and trying to adjust with my son, who is struggling with a lot of emotions of his own. So, yeah, I'm a behavior consultant at the moment, and I work with some pretty differently abled, definitely capable children and teens. And so it's actually, as stressful as this week was, it was actually really good, just to see what I'm capable of. Yeah. And then my son has been struggling with a lot of anxiety. Pretty sure he has ADHD, like his father, which does not make anything easy. He's got a lot of anger and aggression. Sometimes it's been peeking out. So I've been trying to teach him, putting my therapist mommy hat on, and teach him coping skills, and yeah, just putting different hats on all week can kind of get exhausting. And then I end up kind of falling behind on other things, so that's never easy. But yeah, what got me through the week? A lot of God, I'm sure. It was not easy. It was a very tough week. Definitely my Christian music on the radio anytime I was driving, because that just needed to calm me down. Yeah, that's probably what saved me many days. I just kind of put on K-Love and jam out, and it really, sometimes it makes me cry, sometimes it makes me just feel stronger. That's my thing. Yeah, my house everything kind of is still slowly moving forward, and sometimes I feel like it's moving backwards. I'm just trying to get day by day, just like many mamas out there, just trying to make things work, and do the best you can for your kid, which never feels like I'm doing enough. I always feel like I'm the worst mom in the world, or I've created a monster, just because he can struggle so bad with regulating his emotions. And being a therapist by trait, it's very difficult to take in. It's like, where did I go wrong? Is it because of the divorce? Is it because I'm so busy now? I try and take that moment to spend with my son and show him, that he is important to me and that I love him so much, and being patient with him and being that example, even though many times I'm like, you know, um, just trying to be that example, knowing that it's better for me to be calm, even though he's going crazy in public. Yeah, it's not easy, but for any mamas who have difficult kids, they know how hard it can be to be the level-headed person, especially when you're struggling with your own stuff. And I try. I'm not perfect. There are so many times where I feel like it's my imperfection that caused a lot of this, but I try. I really do. And, trying to teach him those coping skills, trying to teach myself. So it's kind of a win-win. It forces me. I'm like, okay, we're going to take deep breaths because I don't want to have to spank you. Yeah, try not to spank him. Try not to raise my voice, things that I was raised with that I hated and swore I'd never do to my kids. And trying to lead by example and just trying to find that middle ground, like, okay, what's going to work for this kid? I've only been lucky to have one kid, but maybe there's a reason, because I don't think I could have two of him. I'm hoping that my future children are a little bit calmer. Not that I don't love my son any less. I love him so much, but I think the timing, is just right for how things are. Yeah. So dealing with my own craziness, at home, at work, trying to find that balance still is always a struggle. I pulled myself out of bed pretty well, got out of bed early, took him to school, did my thing, stayed late, pretty much all this week. It's a crazy week. And stayed focused. I didn't really eat well. I did not have time to go to the gym, maybe once or twice. But I've been pretty busy on my feet, so it's not like I was lazy. I was just too tired. I was like, done. I think I did enough. It's just finding that middle ground and not letting my depression get to me when I feel like I'm failing. And that, I think, is one of the biggest problems, is I always feel like I'm failing. Failing as a mom, or, as, a consultant, as just everything, and like, I know I'm good, but just not feeling like I'm all there, and wanting to be my best me, especially as a mom. I think that's the hardest one, and I think that's just because I've always been pretty much a single mom my whole life with my son, and finding that middle ground and letting go in some other areas, and it's not easy. And it's just something I gotta work on. But yeah, I'm trying. I think right now my son's my priority, because I see how much his anxiety is. He ended up coming home from school with a folder that had chewed up pencils in it, and it wasn't just like the eraser that was chewed off, it was the metal. Like, where did that metal go? I don't know. He says he didn't eat it, and he hasn't bled poop, thank God, but that was kind of terrifying. My baby has severe anxiety, luckily I have great coworkers who all divvied in for chewy options, and actually, it was in my eye, and actually somebody thank you, Beth, by the way, dropped off a chewy for him until his necklace comes in. So yeah, he's everywhere and nowhere. Sometimes it feels like me, and yeah, he used to be such like a simple, easy kid, like, oh my God, until he was 3, he was just like, he's the perfect kid. He potty trained himself. I mean, what boy potty trains himself? I just don't want to wear a diaper today, Mommy. He's not even 2. I'm like, what is this? Everyone said this was going to be like the worst thing ever because he's a boy. Nope. He didn't want a diaper and potty trained himself. I was like, whoa. He's always been a miraculous kid. And then now that he's older, I think my biggest struggle is him adjusting to the divorce and him adjusting to everything that's new. We moved away from Kansas. Mommy has a different job. I don't think that really affects him. Now he's in kindergarten. Just different people all around us. Family and friends, just different environment. It's just everything is different. I just don't think he's adjusted well for that yet. But I'm trying. Like the other day we went on a date. Well, we went on 2 dates. I was really trying to make it up for him. He's my little man. Maybe I spoil him too much. Maybe that's a problem, And I'm a bad mom. I don't know. I don't beat the crap out of him, so I think I'm a good mom, but there are many days where I'm like, maybe I've created this monstrosity because maybe I just spoil him, I don't know. Trying to figure that one out. But yeah, the other day we went on a date. He wanted to go to Popeyes. He didn't even eat any of his food, but he was like, we're going to sit down, Mommy, and we're going to have Popeyes together. And I said, you know what? All right, I'm going to stop everything and just put my phone away, just focus on you. And he ate a couple of fries, and we talked, drank some sweet tea, and that was our date. And yesterday we went to Chuck E. Cheese because I had a bazillion coins. That was a free date. And I just followed him. Whatever game he wanted. I didn't care if it was the dumbest game. There we go. I feel like a lot of his anxiety is partially because